How's it going, guys? My name is Vader, and welcome back to Parkitect, where sadly, it is the last episode in the Park of Dreams. So last time, we built the Mayan Island of Dreams. Over here, I think it looks pretty nice. Some of you guys were complaining. You were going like, Vader, why are there futuristic 4D cinemas and motion simulators in a historic Mayan island? Just shut up, okay? It doesn't have to make sense, it just has to look cool. And I like to think it looks pretty cool. So, as always, you guys gave me absolutely tons of suggestions for things to build today. Sadly, most of your suggestions are not actually possible. The thing that seems to be most requested is either an aquarium or a zoo. Sadly, there are no animals in the game, and there's no mods on the Parkitect Nexus which add animals to the game. So sadly, we cannot have any kind of zoo thing. What I think we'll do instead today, in this last section of the park, is build a sort of medieval castle, jousting, arena, fun land. As I said last time, the game was updated just before I did the Mayan section of the park. It's actually been updated again, but the game's been updated, and it is now added, if we go into here, some stuff, some sort of like medieval castle stuff. We have anvils, we have barrels, we have this isn't medieval stuff. Oh yeah, look, we got shields. If we go in medium, we have weapon stands and wells. Those are pretty castle-y things. So today, I think we'll finish off the Park of Dreams with a little bit of a Vader Castle. I'm basically planning to have like a giant castle thing here, and then I want to have walls coming off it to make like a courtyard which can contain some like shops, places to spend some money, purchase some dreams, that kind of thing. And then outside, I was thinking we'd have a sort of like a jousting arena, medieval tournament type thing, if such a thing is possible. We shall see. Couple other things I'd like to fit into the medieval part of the park though. Since last time, the game has been updated again, and it has added one thing which I'm very excited about. If we come in here into coasters, you'll now see there are Go-Karts in the game. Oh yeah! The game had the car ride before, which is what is inside this this haunted house thing down here. But the car ride, it goes very slowly. It's one car at a time. That's no cool. Go-Karts, on the other hand, I'm assuming are gonna be amazing. I'm not entirely sure how go-karts fit into a medieval castle. I guess we could have them inside the castle. Actually, that would be, we could have them like inside and then you'll like go around the walls of the castle. Oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna do that. One other thing, which has not been added to the game, is a mod which I downloaded. It's actually a mod which I downloaded ages ago, but all the previous versions of the game, it didn't work. But now, with this like newest update to the game, it started working again. So if I come in here and go right down to the bottom, you'll see there's this thing called Terror Blocks. Basically, it's a mod which has these blocks like this, so you can make like straight vertical sections of floor, because in the game as standard, you can only have like 45-degree hills like this. You can't have a cliff in the game. So I wanted a mod where I can just have a solid cliff. And what it also means is we can have floating islands. Another thing which has been heavily requested by you guys is to have some kind of floating island, so we may try and incorporate that today. Maybe some kind of flying wizard's tower. This is sounding very much like when I played Medieval Engineers, but whatever. We could probably do something like that. That sounds kind of cool. So yeah, the plan for today, take this island here, build a castle, build a jousting arena, fill it full of places to make your dreams come true. Add some go-karts, add a flying island, possibly, we shall see. That sounds pretty cool. First thing to do, let's build a castle. So I know we do already have one castle in the game. Well, it's sort of a castle. This thing up here on top of the mountain, it's like a mountaintop chateau. I don't want the castle today to be the same as that. I want to have it pretty different. So this thing is very like long and rectangular. I'm going to try something slightly different with this castle. What I was basically planning, I've been inspired by the castle which is in Disneyland. I want to have like a big bit in the middle, and then it like, I can't really describe it with words, but it's going to be like lots of towers, lots of like circular bits. It's going to be cool, okay? Let's get some wall corner. Sadly, there's no curved corners with these brick walls, but I have to use brick. It's a castle, like, come on. I just want to get some of these and mark out where my castle is going to go. Okay, it doesn't look like much, but I think this is going to look pretty cool. Let me fill this thing in, just the bottom of it at least. You'll get a better idea of what I'm going for here. Alright, so it still looks kind of weird, but I think it's going to work. One thing, before I build the rest of the castle, I want to have the go-karts inside the castle. So what I'm going to do first is build like the wall to wall off a courtyard first, because I want to have the go-karts going on top of the wall. Let's build that, and then we can start go-karting. We just want a lovely wide wall coming out to about there. I mean, that's going to be a pretty big courtyard. I think I'll go a tiny bit further. About there. That should be good. Continue this down to here. Then I want a little, like a little tower in the corner of that as well. Just towers everywhere. That's how you make a castle. Ah, yes. An excellent wall to keep the peasants out of Vader Castle. One thing, it does need an entrance. Ah, yes. An even better wall to keep the peasants out of Vader Castle whilst allowing me to get in. I will, later in the episode, add some stuff to the wall. Oh, what the hell? No, we don't have performance issues. I will add some stuff. No, come on, there's no performance issues. I will add some stuff to the wall later to make it look more wall-y. I'll add some crenellations at the top, maybe some like little details. I'll also build up the towers and stuff to make them look like, well, towers. But just for now, that's good enough for what we need. Let us add a go-kart track in here and up here. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm guessing, also the start and finish lines will be somewhere inside here. How about just right at the front? Give me a go-kart track. Actually, I want the finish line to be on sort of like a home straight type thing, like a long straight bit, but I do need to leave space for a queue. So I think if we have the queue sort of here, and then the home straight can be in this line here. So let's start it right in the center. That's a good finish line. That's fine. What are you doing, little go-karts? That's not how you drive go-karts. Whatever. Let's just start with a nice straight bit. Then I guess they should probably turn before they hit the wall. Let's go like that. Let's come across to the other side. And then actually in here, we can have a little bit of like a slalom, but like in this side of the castle. So let's go like that. Let's go straight. Let's go like that. Let's go, no, not straight. Let's go like this. Just keep it going. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. Oh, you can have big long corners as well. Okay, let's have one of those like that. One of those like, ooh, nope, that's not going to work out so good. I have to say, this does not look like a particularly easy course so far. Like a lovely right-angled hairpin at the top here. Wonderful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it round. This needs to be where the final straight is. It's going to be like, it's going to use different levels. So actually from this point here, I think we should go up very, very slowly because we need to get, wait, what? That's as high as you can go. It's already occupied by what? I have no idea what that was about. We need to get up on top of the walls. I believe the walls are at height 5. I may be mistaken. Let's take it just like that. And then if we turn like this, is this at the correct height? Oh, no. No, it's not. You know, actually, it'll be fine. If we just go up from here, just one little bit more. It would be like a tiny tunnel within the wall. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's get rid of that bit so they don't crash into the wall. It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, look at that. A lovely, well, it's not an ocean view. A lovely view of the lake and of the sci-fi zone. That's kind of cool. We should probably add some, like, some slaloms up here just so that people don't go too fast. Into the tower, around the corner. I don't know how the hell this is going to work with the gatehouse. I guess it can just go straight on through. Why not? In this tower, I want it to go kind of like around the outside. Ooh, wait, build it. Ooh. Then I think actually at this point, we're good to just head straight back into the castle. Let's actually start going down now. No, actually, it does have helixes. Let's go right in like this into the castle and then just helix down. Oh my god, that is the weirdest turn you've ever done. A downwards helix. Like, so many people, if this was realistic, they would just fly off here and die. I would love to see that. No, wait, no. No, I would love to see that. And then, just right back to the station. That's a go-kart track. And my god, does it look difficult. It's actually kind of normal to start with. You start off here, just some normal corners, bit of a slalom, bit of a hairpin. You go along the walls, that's all fine too. It's just this bit at the end here. That looks a little bit dangerous. We should probably add some safety barriers to that. But first, let's ride it. Open it up. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Please let me ride this thing. How do I ride it? R? It's R. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Do I have to wait for people to get in? I guess the go-karts can't really drive themselves. Oh, that sucks. Remind me later, guys. We will ride these go-karts. Actually, it might be cool to do it once the castle's built. We'll ride them once the castle's built. Don't you worry. So, that means this is probably a good time to start building the castle. As I said, I don't want the castle to look the same as the mountain castle because we already have a castle. I want it to be slightly different. I want it to be very towerous. I want it to have lots of towers, okay? It's going to have multiple towers. I wanted like these bits at the end are going to be a tower at either side. Then I want like a tower on each of the 4 corners of the central bit. It's going to have many towers. The walls are pretty much done. I want to like put sort of like not a roof, an awning. Oh yeah, basically I want to put a roof over the go-kart track to sort of hide the go-karts a little bit, because you know, go-karts aren't as medieval as some other things. Then obviously as well, we need to finish these towers in the corner, finish the gatehouse, stick a roof on everything. Oh, everything is broken. Fantastic. It's gonna be wonderful. First things first, I want to actually put a floor inside here so people don't, you know, fall into the water. Actually, no, what am I doing? I don't care if people fall in the water. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. Let's start building some walls. Obviously, we need to give our castle a nice big old entrance way here. Some nice grand steps leading up into the main front door. It's gonna be wonderful. I don't want it to be 1 block wide, but you can only have a path that's 1 block wide, so I'm just gonna need to add some other paths to the side of that to make it wider. Hopefully, that doesn't look weird. That does look weird. Huh. Whatever. I'm sure people will just... I'm sure they won't even notice. The path goes up the middle. I'll put some benches here where people can sit and relax and drink their $9 sodas. It'll be fantastic. Actually, I think it'd be cool if this castle had like red roofs. I feel like red is a color which roofs are sometimes. Maybe not like quite like a sort of orangey red, like a terracotta. It's gonna look like bricks or some shit, I don't know. Oh yes, that's a castle roof. I'd paint. Oh yes. So let's get some pillars the whole way along the roof of here. Then we can add our little roof along the top of the go-kart track to hide the go-karts. I think that'll make it look nice. For the sake of health and safety, I don't want to have any pillars which are like onto the go-kart track. I wouldn't want anyone to slam into a pillar and die whilst enjoying themselves in my park. That would be dangerous. You will notice that when it goes into the gatehouse, you do go through a nice thin doorway, which you could slam into that and die. But there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, but then there's going to be no pillars along here. Maybe if instead of pillars, I use these doorways and then just put them like the whole way along the side of the here, and then it's like archways. That looks okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice actually. That's a thing that actual castles have. See, now you're nice and safe. You won't fall off the top of the roof, and you won't slam into any pillars which are in the middle of the go-kart track. It's a win-win. So I'm thinking for the main bit of the castle here, these big main bits of roof are going to be orange roof, like these bits here. Then in the corners, we've got 2 towers. These are identical to these towers at like the gate side of the wall. They're the same height, same width, that kind of thing. And then on the central bit, I also want these 4 little towers, which are going to be the tallest part of the castle. Just so that I have more towers, really. Annoyingly, to get the roof of the outer wall to go into this little corner here, I have to have it going like inside the wall in here. But as you see, if I get rid of this, then there's this little hole here. And I don't like that one little bit. No one's really going to go inside the castle. And when they are, they're going to be driving go-karts. I'm sure they won't even notice. It's fine. Let's stick some of these onto here. I want to just have like sloped roofs the whole way, so it's going up like this. But I think that might look weird. So with these bits here, the roof of the castle is almost done, but there's one more thing we need to add to the top of all these towers. As you guys must know, it's not a proper medieval castle until you have some crenellations. Where are they? There they are. Crenellation. It's such a weird word, but they look so damn cool. Stick these on here now. Now you got yourself a castle. Oh, so many crenellations. It's a crenellation accumulation. Stick the last ones on there. Oh, God, no, that's not right. Yeah. I think it's time for a crenellation celebration. That's not actually a real thing. That doesn't exist. But the roof of the castle and all the walls of the castle, it's all done. We should, however, add some windows because it's going to be pretty dark inside there. Window, 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 awning. Wait a minute, that's not a window. Okay, windows and awnings are on. Now, I think we have a proper castle, a proper Vader Castle. I didn't want to put awnings on every single window, and I didn't want to replace every single piece of wall with window because I thought that'd just be a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, I think the castle part of the castle island of dreams is now complete. That means we should probably fill in this here courtyard. As you all know, the courtyard of a medieval castle, because obviously you all regularly frequent your local medieval castle. As you all know, the courtyard of a castle is full of shops and blacksmiths and the person who puts shoes on a horse. That's a blacksmith who does that. It's full of blacksmiths. Sadly, Parkitect does not contain blacksmiths, but it does contain popcorn stands, and balloon stands, cotton candy stands, hot dogs, Chinese food. Basically, guys, all the places where dreams come true. Oh yeah, that looks like a shopping extravaganza. As you can see, guys, I've added shops all the way around the side of the courtyard outside the castle. I'm pretty sure the castle now has more shops than any other part of the park, but in all fairness, like, it's a big castle. It's a very big castle. I think it deserves a lot of shops. As you can see, there's like a central path leading to the main gate of the castle, and then around the outside, a dirt path, because that's where the peasants go and buy their burgers and shit. You can also see I lined everything with these hedges. I thought that looked kind of cool. It's kind of castle-y. And then I've got hedges in the middle here, but this gave me an idea. It would be kind of cool if we gave this courtyard either like an ornate castle garden or a hedge maze, but I don't think hedge mazes would work, because I'm pretty sure the AI in this game can just walk through the middle of walls. Or maybe actually, because these hedge mazes come onto fences. Maybe they can't walk through those. Oh, we can make a hedge maze. We need to have something in the middle of the maze, a goal for the people to get to, otherwise they probably won't go in it. Maybe in the middle of our maze, we should stick Chinese food. Everybody loves Chinese food. We stick that in the maze, they're gonna go nuts. They're gonna go searching for it. They need the Chinese food. Demolish this shit. Yeah, get rid of that. Give me more Chinese. Stick it, I think, right about there. When did they add that Chinese harp sound when you place Chinese food? Let's stick that there. Then let's make a path to get to it. The one thing, if you make paths like the towers of the castle are in the way, if you make paths, say going like this and then spiraling back around, they just all connect up, which is what makes me think I can't make a maze. If I maybe get some fence, get a little fence hedgerow, stick it like that. It blocks it off. Nice. Oh my god, I'm gonna make a hedge maze. Basically, I think we just need to fill all of this with paths. It'd be really nice if I could get rid of I should have done this before I built the walls of the castle, but whatever. Let's just fill all of this with path. And then we'll add the hedges in, which will like separate it up into bits. We'll add some dead ends, there's not that much space, so probably just like 1 or 2 dead ends. What I might do is actually have a bridge going across the path, and so you have to start on this side, make your way over into the Chinese food, and then once you've eaten, you have to walk the whole way back again. Hedge. Ah, I think we've got a hedge mage, guys. Let's make the entrance be here. Yeah, and now, as you can see, there is a path all the way from here, around here, over here. Don't take a dead end, don't get lost. Down here, let me just spin the camera. Down here, around here, in to the Chinese food. Oh, I like that a lot. With that, guys, I think the castle part of the castle island of dreams is coming along. Oh, it is basically finished. Let's actually just add a replacement shop to replace the old Chinese food. Let's add some snow cones. Medieval. Wonderful. Yeah, the castle and the courtyard pretty much complete. A couple of things. One thing, I've realized I downloaded a mod of Go-Kart accessories and then I didn't use any of them. And now the Go-Kart track is entirely inside the castle. They'll be fine. I'm sure no one will crash off the side of the go-karts. They don't need safety barriers. Whatever. One other thing. All these shops have no stock. And they have no stock because my people have no way of getting here. Let's maybe add some paths connecting to the castle island. We have our staff path under the water here, so we can just connect that up. Coming up here. We can also make a bridge coming from Cypher Island through the middle of the roller coaster of dreams, and then we can get this path here, just extend it over here, over the monorail, and that can come in here too. Wonderful. Let's make a path through roller coaster, over the roller coaster. Yeah. Okay, the island is now connected. That means our haulers should be hauling. Oh, they have a big stack of boxes to haul. They should be taking stuff, wherever they may be, over to the Castle of Dreams. It's going to be up and running in no time. Maybe let's start designing the outside of the park. I said one thing I definitely want to have is a jousting tournament area. I'm just realizing now I haven't actually added any rides to to this part of the park. Right, there's a go-kart track, but other than that, there's nothing people are actually going to go on. It's all just decorative stuff, but we need a jousting area. If you're going to have a joust, it needs to be muddy. No one jousts on grass. You joust where it's all like muddy and crap, so we have to get some of that, maybe, or maybe some of this. Ugh. Oh, no, this. Okay, let's get some of this. No, some of this. Fill this area. This can be our tournament area. So if you guys have seen jousting, you'll know it's basically just a big, long thing with a fence down the middle. I don't know if a Jaeger fence would be... That looks pretty good for a joust. Let's just stick some of this stuff the whole way down the middle of this long piece here. This is where the horses go, if I had any, but we can pretend. And then, around the outside of this, we need to have like stands, like spectator areas, maybe a royal box adorned with medieval stuff. We could use stairs to make stands, but then that will try and connect to this path, and that's just all gonna get messy, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's just go in here. Let's just make some general wooden buildings, because medieval stuff is made out of wood. Let's make some stands here, stick a load of flags and shields on them. It's gonna look fantastical and magical and mythical and medieval. It's gonna be great. Oh, actually, if I get this path and then just go like this and then delete this, don't walk there, my god! We get a lovely set of stairs. It's the stairs with railings at the top and bottom, but it's better than nothing. Actually, we could do. Come on, just go there. We could do this, and then that sort of looks like a king's booth. Stick some walls on here. Get off my jousting arena! How have you done this? He's stuck there. Whatever. Stick some walls around here to hide the stairs and the supports and stuff. Let's get on top of that some pavilions, some cloth pavilions. If my king or queen is to watch the joust, they do not want to be burnt by the glaring midday sun. That would not be correct. Let's put some cloth pavilions there to shield them. And then just flags and stuff. Oh, actually, we need to choose what the flag of Vader Castle is going to look like. Let's get... That's a flag on a stand. Let's get this flag. Let's have the colour be the same sort of colour as the roof of this thing, because I quite like it. It's a nice sort of orangey, reddy, brown thing. Let's get some of that. Stick that on. Oh, that's a Vader Castle colour if ever I saw one. Just stick them all along here. And let's just get some sort of plain covered peasant shields for the peasants, so that when it rains, at least my peasants don't get too wet. Stick them all around. No, all around. Yeah, there's two there. Stick them all around the place so my peasants can watch the joust. They'll all be merry and jolly. It's going to be a joyous time for all, but particularly me. And it's pretty cool. And now the last thing. I just want to put some fences around here to make a sort of backstage area where our knights can prepare in peace and put on their armor and sharpen their weapons, and I don't know what knights do. Just want to fence off this whole area. Then I'm pretty sure if we go into props under medium, we have a whole host of just weapon stands, flags, archery targets. Oh yeah, archery targets can go right about there. Oh, that looks so proper. That looks so good. Weapon stands can go just like along the side, just like this. Oh, I like that's so cool. I'm so glad they just added this to the game. Actually, let's give our knights a little pavilion as well. Let's just do like an assortment of colors as if they all brought their own one. Let's just have like a green one and a blue one and a red one. That's all the colors. That's all the colors sorted. That's where the knights get ready. They got their weapon stands, got their archery targets. One thing I just realized, the other like prop which they've added into the medieval set. Oh, there's other stuff like barrels and anvils, but the other main prop is a well. I meant to put a well in the middle of here, but I put an information kiosk where it could be quite useful. Where does the well go? You know what? No information for you. We have to have a well. The well goes right about, no, in the middle, there. And then I just want to add a couple more decorations to the jousting area, because I think it still looks a little bit like weird and plain. I'm just going to add a couple shields to the night preparation areas here. A couple of these stuck to their tent things. That's all wonderful. I gave them some chests. I guess we could stick in like an anvil if there's like if they need to repair their weapons mid-fight. Yep, that looks good. Okay, I think the jousting area is good, the courtyard's good. We need to actually add some rides to this island. So I think we should just try and add anything that we haven't had in any of the other parts of the park. If we look in the rides list, we've basically done everything somewhere. There's a couple things down at the bottom, like the transformer and the wipeout. I honestly can't remember if we've done those or not, but basically they're all the same. You sit down, it spins around, you throw up when you get off. They're all the same ride, really. I would definitely like to have a carousel in this part of the park. So carousel, you ride horses, it's like, it fits in nicely with the medieval castle. Also, there's one other thing, one more ride I have downloaded from a mod, is this thing here, the Skyfly. It's massive, but it looks cool as balls. Basically, well, I think basically you sit in here and then you fly around the place, I would imagine. Let's not put that right there. I think we should have 2 rides, a Skyfly and a carousel. We can fit them in this space here. I think lots of this will turn into water. And then one more thing I think would be cool is to add a floating mage's tower thing, very similar to in Medieval Engineers, but it was cool then, it'll be cool again. Let's add these 2 things, let's make a floating island, stick a tower on it, and then maybe we could have a roller coaster in the floating tower. Ooh. Carousel goes there, Skyfly can go there, and then we just need a couple little entrances. That's looking pretty good, so I think now we should add a floating island. I was just wondering where the hell we should put it. I think basically wherever we put it, it's going to be above something. There's nowhere where there's like nothing on the floor, so I think the best place would be just above the monorail, above the water here. Let's go in here, get our Terra Blocks mod. I think just some grass blocks should do the trick. Let's try and make a realistic, well, realistic, it's Parkitect, like nothing's realistic. Let's make a nice looking floating island thing. I want to make it like a slightly irregular shape so it doesn't just look like a big green brick floating in the air. Made it kind of a weird shape, and we'll stick these sloping sides in it, which makes it look a bit more natural. I mean, it's not every day that you see a floating island, but if you did, it would look something like this, I'd like to think. Stick a couple of these in. That looks yeah. I wanted to have like stuff on the bottom, so it's just like a big like rock. I don't know. You know what I mean. So it's like a pointy at the bottom, but you can't do that. These are only like top pieces, not that. This mod was not designed to have floating islands. It was meant to have like cliffs and stuff. It's good enough. It's good enough. Oh wait, no, actually, if we go in here into the rocks menu, we can't turn them upside down, but we can just stick them to the bottom. Yeah, you get one of these, you jam it, ooh, in, sure, yeah, sure. Let's just build a tower on this thing. As soon as it has a tower on it, it will look so normal. I basically want just one of these towers, but a bit more pointy. But I'm not actually confident that pointy is possible, so I just want one of those towers, Let's actually give it like a nice, slightly unusual shape, because it can follow the shape of the island, if I could even tell what that was. Fill it in, and then maybe do something like this, so it's like a split level tower. Yeah, that's nice. Build it up. This is by far gonna be the biggest thing in my park. Actually, no. No, nothing's gonna be as big as that, but this is by far gonna be the second tallest thing in my, actually, other than the mountain. Yeah, the mountain's quite tall. This is by far gonna be the 3rd highest thing in my park. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna make it hard to see what's actually down here if you want to look from this angle, but whatever. Stick some roofs on the lower levels, and then at the top, crenellations. Okay, so the tower's looking pretty good, and I think the Vader Castle of Dreams as a whole is going pretty well. I just want to add a couple trees down here so it doesn't look so like barren and just gives it a bit more life. But one other thing, I want to have a roller coaster which goes the whole way up the tower and comes out of here. And it's gonna be magical. The one thing though, I'm not entirely sure if any coasters can go vertically upwards, and if any of them can even go that high. I know that there is a hydraulically launched coaster, which is, it gives me hope that maybe if we could launch them from directly below here, launch them up through the tower, that would be cool as balls. I'm having a slight issue though, in that when I click on the coaster, it doesn't let me build a coaster. It's just refusing to build another coaster. I don't know if this has something to do with the fact that I am in fact $53,000 in debt. Possibly. Or maybe there's just too much stuff in the park. Like, it's a big park. It has many rides in. Maybe the game's just gone like, no, just stop, please. Oh wait, my bad. It was just below the floor. I think. Or maybe it was really high up in the air. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just test. Can this thing go vertically upwards? You just want a little bit of station and then up. Just a lot. Ooh, it can. This is good. Oh, there we go. Yes, okay. Let's just get everything here and just delete the whole way down. Oh, no, we're not having performance issues. Don't tell me that. Oh, hey, that's the C. So we want to start it roughly, maybe here. Go forward, and now, oh, yes, build it up, there it is. That is fantastical. Okay, it comes out the top, actually, I wanted it to be going fast through the tower, so maybe it should start somewhere else and go up and then go back down through the tower at maximum speed. That is definitely what it should do. We just bring it round, it crawls along nice and slow, then it comes right above the tower, and then just down. Oh, that's truly amazing. I don't know, where does it need to start going flat? Nope, we need it to go down, one more, and then flat, and then maybe some brakes. They might be going quite fast at this point in time, so maybe some brakes. Oh, can I do the photo thing? There's no option for a photo thing? Wait, but there is an option for a hydraulic launch system. Oh, I think we all know where that needs to be. So it comes around the bend, and then... Oh, that's quite long. Let's stick that there, and let's make it so it goes as fast as possible. 36 kilometers an hour? Sounds great. We'll give them that. Then, we'll bring them around. Let's give a slight bank on this, because they're going to be going speedy. Let's do this. Bring them back around towards the hole. This is going to be so good. And then when they get there, they're going even faster. Yep, we're definitely going to need some brakes at the end here. Give us some brakes, build that in. That looks fantastic. We can charge just the $1 for that thing, because I feel like some people may be apprehensive, maybe slightly scared about going on it. Let's charge them $1. Let's give it an entrance and an exit. Then I want to ride this thing. Oh my god, I have to say, if this thing existed in real life, there is no way you could get me on it. For no amount of money would I ride this roller coaster in real life. When's it gonna go? Oh, the bar came down. It's going. Oh, okay. It's quite tall. This is all fine. Oh, nothing out of the ordinary up here. Okay, then. Oh, that's the launch section. Oh god, it stops you and then launches you. That's even worse. Actually, it says you could launch even faster if you had multiple launch sections, but let's just see. No, I think this may be good, considering this happens. Or you slam your head slightly into the floor. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. The drop of dreams is now up and running. Anyone who is brave enough can go ride this thing, which I get the feeling will be no one. But we'll see. I think with that, the castle of dreams is pretty much complete. We just need to add a couple trees, maybe a building around this thing, that kind of thing, just to finish the part of the park off. Let's just do that now, I think. And with that, guys, I think the Castle Island of Dreams, and therefore the Park of Dreams as a whole, is complete. It has been one hell of a ride. We have made many things on this journey. I like to think I've gotten better at like building design and park layout and stuff. I mean, I think I was good to start with, but I think what we've built has become more impressive as the show has continued. Annoyingly, some of our stuff is now invisible. The Jurassic Park and the Pirate Cove are largely invisible, but it'll be fine. I will, as many of you have asked, investigate putting this on the Steam Workshop. I'm not very good at that kind of thing, but I'll figure out. I'll put a link down below so you guys can download it, play with it if you want. You may be $72,000 in debt when you load it, but that's just, it's part of the charm. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you to all of you for your support on the Parkitect series, and thank you to everyone who gave a suggestion. Even if it didn't make it into the show, you guys gave me so many. Sadly, lots of them weren't even possible, but thank you to everyone, and thank you to everyone who gave me one that made it into the park, because we've made some pretty amazing stuff together, I have to say. I have been Vader. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like to let me know, and I'll see you guys. Whoa, Vader, okay? Whoa. Calm down. I just realized, guys, we almost finished the episode and we didn't even ride the go-karts. Why spend all this time building a medieval castle with a jousting area and a floating island if you're not going to ride the go-karts? That's just crazy. They're actually working. You can't see them at all inside the building. Ooh, oh, there's people on them. Okay, we'll let them go. Actually, no, let's join them for the ride. Oh, that's so cool. I think this is a good way to end the episode, guys. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, again, thank you guys so much. This has been an amazing series. Parkitect has been, by far, one of my favorite series we've ever done on YouTube. This is making me quite dizzy. But yeah, guys, we have made some amazing stuff together in this series. This thing has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to all of you for your suggestions. Thank you for all of your support throughout all of these episodes. And I'd just like to say, I'm so sorry that this final episode came out so late. Everything you've watched up until this point was recorded at the end of November 2016. It's now January 2017, 2 months late. But I've been busy. I was busy before Christmas, and I was quite busy over Christmas. And then, like, I'm very busy since Christmas. Also, I'm just lazy sometimes. That happens. And also, like, I just haven't been really happy with the quality of videos recently. So I'm really sorry that this has taken ages and there haven't been that many videos in total recently. But thank you guys so much for this. It has been a pleasure. I've been Vader, and I will see you guys later.